Oh shit! They better not let Ryuko get them sizzles. Not in this episode. They can't afford to let her get them sizzles. Anyway, in this episode, no shit. Uh, anyway, last episode they were fighting, right? This episode, she finally gets that shit off and she's ready to fight that girl New. Now, the girl New she got that scissor blade in her back, and she says, "You fucked up now because now I have two." She said, "I had one, now I have two. When I combine them together, it's your ass." Ryuko came at her, right? And the whole time in my mind, I kept saying, "Don't let her get them scissors," because it kept reminding me of that episode of Mad TV when it was that mannequin. Don't let that mannequin get them scissors. When the mannequin was killing everybody with those old pair of scissors, like, and he just kept stabbing everybody like this in the courtroom and killed everybody. It kept reminding me of that. I kept saying, "Don't let Ryuko get them scissors," right? So she came at Ryuko. Ryuko dusted her ass off and got them scissors, right? After that, she cut her arms off. She had two blades. She was just chopping. I thought, like, you seen her arms fall off. I thought that her whole, other parts of her body was gonna fall off also. And I was thinking, damn, all that slicing just for the arms? Like, I thought it was gonna be more than that. Oh, excuse me, I forgot one part. New was getting ready to use Ryuko. She was talking shit about her friends are idiots, and she said, well, they might be idiots, but they're my idiots. And then she tried to take control of their minds and use them to fight against Ryuko. And then Ryuko stepped in, and she went and said that was just a decoy and tried to stab her through the throat with some sewing needle, I think it was. And that's when she got in her ass, dug in her ass, took the scissors and everything like that, got them scissors. And then New was getting ready to still fight with no arms. But that girl, Hanarimine, Haramine, or whatever her name is, zipped in and saved the ass. Now she told it. Now that girl, Noose, when she got caught by her and she went back to their lair, she told her how dare she, intervene in her fight. But then the girl reminded her that we ain't got time for no bullshit. You got to get that super huge combo ready or whatever. And the girl says, Noose says, you know what? You're absolutely right. She said, but still, when I get done with this, I'm whooping that ass. We also found out in this episode that the what you call them, the scissors, them scissors, not only can they cut life fibers, they keep them from regenerating. So that's a good, thing to know and a good thing to have. After that, we get into this, and the episode kind of slowed down at this point. Ryuko tells Sasuke, she says, we're on the same side now, but I want to make sure that everything's copacetic. She's still mad at her. She said, well, let me punch you. If you can take that punch, that tells me right then you're ready to, fight against these people. And Sasuke says, she says yes, but she added to it. She says, if I can't take this, I'm not going to be able to take my mom. I won't be able to take out my dude. So she said, go ahead. And that made sense to me because at first I was like, oh, she, play some fucking game like that. But then when she said that I need this in order to know whether I can take my Duke, that made sense then. I was like, okay. So now she's not doing it just because Ryuko said it. She's doing it to see if she can take my Duke. Anyway, when she does that, the Elite Four jump in and they kept taking punches for her. She held back a little bit when she seen the guys jump in. But they said, we're not going to let you do Sasuke any kind of way. And then she said, you got some idiots over there. Then she said, oh, damn. She said, we're more alike than I thought. She said, we both have our own a nice little squad, We got some ride or die squatters or whatever, just as an example. She said, we got some ride or die people ready to die for us. She said, you know what? I actually like that. I'm cool with you now. I don't need no more. But she also stated that she was being an idiot, which I said, and she finally snapped into reality. Doesn't matter who's the life fiber, who's not. It's what side you're on. She's on the side of good and on the side of the planet. Now, they got Junketsu. It was all tore all up. It was tore all up, and you could see it was evil because of the way it was moving. There was blood all on it. It was trying to catch somebody off guard. They had a this was oh my bad. They had a little banquet after that. That was some old corny shit. The same thing like One Piece. That's some old corny shit sometimes. Um, After that, they had Junketsu. They said we're gonna keep it locked up for a minute, and then they went and got a seamstress or whoever who said he can re re-stitch or whatever Junketsu in order to be good this time and work with it. Because they infused it with Mako, Sasuke, and did they say Ryuko? They might say Ryuko. And they who was it? And Senketsu. They reinvigorated it. I had one problem with that, but I'll let y'all know later on. They redid it and they said we could stitch it back together. It's closed, so why can't they redo it? That makes sense. So now, because she's going to need it, she says that the war ain't over. I might need to don the blank suit again. So that was good. After that, they revealed exactly what life fibers are. This one of episode got into its interesting points. They revealed what it is. And I kind of had a feeling what it is. It's a parasite, but it's an intergalactic parasite. You know how parasites invade a host, then start multiplying, and then spread out to the next host? This what it does. It spreads from planet to planet in little bunches. It goes to one planet, and engulfs that, intelligent life forms, that takes over the whole planet, turns the planet into a bomb to shoot out more spores. That was interesting. I like that little explanation, and it brought some validity. I'm going to say vanillity, like vanilla. I don't know why I was thinking about that. It brought some validity to what what's going on. It says that it needs intelligent life form. So if it finds intelligent life form, it'll cultivate it to the point where it can use it as a decent enough energy source in order to evolve. Because basically it's like a caterpillar. The planet is a cocoon for it. It goes in there, takes over a few people, keeps growing and growing until it completely engulfs the planet. Then it explodes and takes over some more stuff. I don't know where the original life fiber is, but if they can beat this, it's still a chance that the life fibers can come back. That's what that shows. Like, they got to still be on their P's and Q's, because that's not the original life fiber. That's just a strand that happened to fall onto that planet. You understand? So I don't know if they're going to turn this into some intergalactic type shit where they're going to find the original one and take that out. But they also revealed that the life fibers are living, and that's why it's called life fibers. They said that once they take over, they get their drones together, take over the intelligent, life forms. They turn them into life fibers. So those life fibers are actually creatures from other planets that have been turned into thread. So that now would make sense why they're life fibers, why it's called life fibers, and why they were able to create a life form in the form of Nu, and to create a life form in the form of Nu, because it really is living. It's a living being. It's sort of like it's almost like the chimera ants a little bit, because they come in, take over, eat you up, and then gain your abilities and stuff like that. So it's sort of like that. But anyway, they got to go face them. The guy, he re-engineers Junketsu and everything. Now, after that, we got into more action. I was like, oh, great, this thing picked up, because I told you it was like 5 minutes was kind of slow. Ryuko and Sasuke, they team up almost like Sailor Moon. They say it's time to get going. They revealed the plan. Ryuko and Sasuke are going to take it to Ragyo and Nu. The rest of the team are going to be led by the dude, the substitute teacher. I can't remember his name. I don't give a fuck about his name, because it really don't matter in terms of the story. He's a viable character, but it really doesn't matter to know his name. So I didn't even really think about it. He takes charge, and he's supposed to lead the people on the ship, meaning the Elite Four and everybody else. a giant life fiber suit comes in. It's fueled by multiple people. It's not just one person. It's a bunch of different people in there. Shit was crazy. And then Ryuko and Sasuke, they're traveling over to Ragyu, right? But they're getting attacked by like little light fiber missiles. But they're taking them out. Now, this is one thing I said about. This was one thing I was talking about with Junketsu. They re-engineered it, but it looks exactly the same. I thought they was gonna make it, grayish or something like that. Since they combined Senketsu with Junketsu, I was getting ready to say, okay, damn, it should look a little bit different. He's re-engineering. It's the same exact thing. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I thought they were going to change it up a little bit. I think, like, in its normal form, it just got, like, a little circle on his shoulders, something like that. I don't know if that's different. Maybe. I got to go check. But it looks like, but when she went into light fiber override mode, the same shit. And she's stronger now. She's able to use Junketsu a little bit. I mean, Senketsu a little bit more. But anyway, this was another thing that kind of got to me was Ryuko got the scissors. I'm thinking, okay, two scissors blades. Ryuko gets one, Sasuke gets one. Although Ryuko's going to have to be the one to fight Ragyu because that girl's too fucking strong. So at that point in time, I would think that she would get both scissor blades. But being that Sasuke has a blade that can cut through life fiber, but it can't stop it from regenerating. Bing! You see what I'm saying? So I thought that she would get one blade to face off against Nu or whoever the fuck they got going on over there. And then once they finally get to Ragyu, she'll hand her over the blade. But it looks like she's just going to use her regular swords. But then it would appear to me then that in that case, Ryuko's going to fight against all the strong opponents, and Satsuki's just going to take down, father and whatnot. That's what it looks like. I can't understand why. But anyway, the rest of the people on that boat, they got faced off against that giant fucking thing. But they do have those human suction things on the ship. But I don't know how that's going to work against a giant one. But then you see this wardrobe drop. Now, we've seen this in earlier episodes. It was Mako. She's in her uniform, whatever that she had when she turned rich. So now she's going to help face off against that thing. That was kind of exciting because it's nice to see Mako able to fight and actually put some kind of work in this series. Like I said, it started off good, got a little slow at a certain point, but then it picked back up in terms of being interesting. Then it picked back up in terms of action. I just don't know why they chose to make Senketsu the same as it was before, even though they re-engineered it. I thought that was kind of backwards. It was ass backwards. And I don't know what they're going to do with them scissors because they didn't show Ryuko with the scissors. She's got it on. Remember, you can turn them into small. You can shrink them down. I don't know if they shrink them down. They fold up into smaller scissors. So she could still have them on her. Or, now that I think about it, Sasuke might have one on her then. But I don't know why they wouldn't do that. You understand? Because she can't fight against those super strong opponents that can heal without it. Anyway, this episode, I'm going to give it a good 4. A good 4. Why? Because, like I said, they had some good, interesting information and really clarified the life fiber thing up. They did that. It had some good action in the beginning, good action in the end. I like how Sasuke and Ryuko was able to find common ground. They said, damn, we both have people that care about us that we're willing to put our lives on the line for. So we're really kind of closer together than we thought. And they was able to branch them two together. I like that development. I like how, I liked all that stuff. So I think this was a good episode. I just don't think it was perfect like it was maybe 2 episodes. I thought it was just, damn, this has got to be, one of the best episodes in this series. I just don't think it was up to that point. Because like I said, it did have that slow scene. Slow 5 minutes. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comment. Let me know what you think. Like the video and subscribe. Anime and manga means more. Did anyone saw the Gurren Lagann reference at the end? I don't watch that. Everybody keep telling me how good it is. I take too much time getting into series. I got to stop that. That's stupid. I'm gonna keep doing dumb stuff. I got to start getting into more series quicker. Like I get into a series and then hold on to it for a long time. There's something that happened, like what happened with Fairy Tail. I was with that since the beginning. And then I had to stop because it got so stupid. And then I was like, damn, I could have been reading other series while I'm doing this. But my time is limited, so I could say that in my defense. But yeah, I didn't see that because I didn't know. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't know what it was. But anyways, peace.